Elon Musk versus Jeff Bezos, the space race. The original space war between the United States and Russia is continuing to this day, albeit on a subtle level. However, it appears that the future space war won't be between two superpowers, but rather between two billionaires. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are going head-to-head in a bid for space colonization. Who will be the winner here? Both Musk and Bezos want humans to go back to the moon, but they also have ideas that are far grander. Bezos' Blue Origin wants to establish a true industrial base in space, while Musk's SpaceX aims to colonize Mars. So who will be the new king of space? Welcome to Nouveau Riche, and today we bring you an exciting video covering the space race between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Before we start, subscribe to Nouveau Riche and ring the bell icon for updates on our latest uploads. Let's get started. It's no surprise that mankind is now looking to space with hopes and aspirations. Many companies want to send travelers to space, but it's not just space tourism that will be a pivotal part of the billionaire space race. Both Musk and Bezos intend on sending astronauts to the moon and Mars. Later on, they intend to even colonize space. Musk wants to build a mega-city on Mars, while Bezos envisions a plethora of floating space colonies. Musk's company, SpaceX, is doing amazingly well after being founded in 2002. The company has grown into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise, and Elon Musk's net worth has skyrocketed as well, being $88.7 billion today. Obviously, Musk has other ventures, but SpaceX would be extremely valuable to him in the future. Morgan Stanley estimates that SpaceX is currently worth about $46 to $50 billion, but the company could be worth as much as $200 billion in the near future. This would be possible due to its major projects like Starlink, a 10 billion satellite internet constellation. Many companies and private investors are flocking to SpaceX, which has signed lucrative contracts with both NASA and the US Department of Defense. Recently, during a fundraising push, SpaceX secured $1.9 billion in additional investment. Musk and SpaceX have garnered $1.1 billion worth of defense contracts from the US government since 2002. NASA has also invested $3.1 billion in SpaceX, which enables it to successfully complete its mission of sending astronauts to space. SpaceX is working closely with NASA to get astronauts back to the moon by 2024. But along with SpaceX, Bezos' Blue Origin is also vying for NASA's funding and support. Bezos is the richest person on Earth, worth around $187.5 billion. But his company could one day be worth much more than that. Bezos is investing a lot of his own money into the company and reportedly sells $1 billion worth of Amazon stock annually to help fund Blue Origin. Founded in 2000, Blue Origin differs from SpaceX in a couple of different ways. Unlike SpaceX, Blue Origin is heavily involved in space tourism. Musk is the original CEO of SpaceX, but Bezos merely founded Blue Origin. SpaceX may be winning the space race, but as far as the Artemis program goes, Blue Origin has the edge. It was awarded $579 million by NASA to develop human lunar landers for the program's moon missions. That's more money than SpaceX has received so far, but the program could cost as much as $18.4 billion by 2024. Blue Origin also received $500 million from the US Air Force to develop the New Glenn rocket, which was to be used for security missions. However, the Air Force favored SpaceX and ULA in the second phase of the military's National Security Space Launch Program, which was a devastating blow to Bezos. But Blue Origin is rapidly expanding, so the competition is still on. Blue Origin operates at a 205,750,000 square foot manufacturing facility in Merritt Island, Florida. The company also recently unveiled a $200 million rocket engine factory in Huntsville, Alabama earlier this year. For now, SpaceX is clearly ahead of Blue Origin, but we definitely cannot count out Bezos yet. History reminds us that the USSR beat USA into space, but we all know what happened subsequently. The successful launch of the SpaceX Crew Dragon space vehicle via the Falcon 9 rocket back has put Musk way ahead of Bezos. SpaceX also received recognition when the Crew Dragon C-206 Endeavour spacecraft carried NASA astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken into space. This was the first time a crewed orbital spaceflight was completed by a private company. Blue Origin is yet to achieve this level of success, but there's still hope. The company has launched the New Shepard rocket, a vertical takeoff and landing spacecraft, into space numerous times. The eventual goal of Blue Origin is to put humans on board the Shepard rocket, and the company believes that only a few more test flights are needed before this goal is achieved. Musk and Bezos have quite different goals for the future: fleeting space colonies and megacities on Mars. These dreams have the potential of becoming reality if enough progress is made. Bezos' version of space is heavily inspired by American physicist Gerald K. O'Neill and his 1976 book The High Frontier: Human Colonies in Space. Bezos recognizes that his plan might pan across generations, but this bold vision of a future in space could one day happen, even if it takes hundreds of years. Bezos wants Blue Origin to build giant space colonies that could sustain millions of people. He foresees a future where as many as 1 trillion people live in millions of space colonies. According to Bezos, each of these colonies could be vastly different. The varying range of colonies could include space hotels, replicas of historic Earth cities, while other colonies could also be dedicated to farming. These giant space stations could be miles long and rotate to induce artificial gravity. They would be so large that the International Space Station would look like a speck of dust in comparison. There's no denying that it will take tons of resources to achieve this vision and operate these massive space colonies. Bezos expects that resources like water and minerals could come from the moon or nearby asteroids. Now, all of this does not mean that Bezos intends on abandoning Earth. In fact, Bezos believes that the Earth could flourish and be overtaken by nature once most people move to these giant space colonies. In contrast to Bezos' overly ambitious plans, Musk's goal of building a city on Mars seems much more feasible and realistic. Musk believes a city could be built on Mars as early as the 2030s, but there is still a lot of work to be done for that to become a reality. Of course, before a city can be built on Mars, we have to get there first. But no worries, as Musk has a detailed plan for sending people to Mars, and it hinges on SpaceX's Starship, previously called the Big Falcon rocket. The SpaceX Starship system is a fully reusable 2-stage-to-orbit super heavy lift launch vehicle under development since 2012 as a self-funded private spaceflight project. Musk is 80 to 90% confident that Starship will reach orbit next year, and he hopes to be able to transport cargo to Mars via Starship as early as 2022. Summer 2022, in fact, appears to be the perfect time for launch, as Mars will be closer to Earth then. By 2024, Musk wants to send the SpaceX Starship to Mars with 100 tons of supplies, as well as a group of people. If everything goes to plan, humans could set foot on Mars by 2025. Before any of this is possible, Starship has to undergo rigorous test flights. Musk expects to lose a few ships and maybe some boosters in the process. The entire endeavor will understandably cost billions of dollars, but as a result, you might be able to one day set foot on Mars. However, Musk does state that traveling to Mars will cost a lot. He wants to send as many as 1 million people to the planet, and tickets could cost as much as $200,000. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are the leaders of the billionaire space race, but they are certainly not the only ones with grand ambitions of space exploration and development. The field is wide open and there is plenty of competition. There you have it, our coverage of the space race between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Thank you for sticking with us. We certainly hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, thanks for watching. Subscribe to Nouveau Riche and ring the bell icon for updates on our latest videos. See you in the next video.